Hey, so I'm here with Tamoghna, one of our innovators. Tamoghna, good to be speaking with you. Um, could you start by, I guess, just giving people a super short introduction to what your role was, and then we'll get into the three questions.
Okay, I'm Tamoghna, and it's been 5 months that I've interned at Makerble as an innovator. And like everyone else, before I joined, I was not sure what an innovator does, but it basically is, as the name suggests, quite intuitive in that way. It is suggesting new features on how the product can be improved, adding on to some already existing features, how we can make them better in terms of managing the product, in terms of approving PRs by the developers when they are working on those features, doing some wireframing, doing some external analysis, how our platform is working against competitors. Uh, yeah, I think that's it. So,
That's a good overview, and
I'm sure there's pretty more, but yeah.
those are the key things. Um, what would you say has been one of the highlights for you of this role?
Okay. So, one thing that I had to do a lot was UX design. And before joining Makeable, I was not very familiar with how UX design is done. And that is something I learned, made mistakes, but learned as well. And it was overall a great experience. And also, like doing the internal and external analysis, how like sneaking into competitors' websites and seeing what they have and what we don't have. I mean, that's I think is very interesting to know. Yeah.
That's cool. And what's one of the things that you feel you've learned, or how do you feel that the role has helped you with your career and where you want to go?
Um. Uh. Apart from UX design, I think there was a lot of things about product management and dealing or handling a lot of people because I had to approve the PRs by developers that they had worked on. So I think from that perspective, the role was a lot to do with management, which I think I struggle a lot with. So I think I've just improved a tidbit in that respect because I felt that when it comes to personal one-off tasks, I do it some way. But when it's to be like in a collaborative environment and when I have to actually point out someone else's mistake, I really struggle with doing that. I mean, I don't want to put anybody down personally, but I think that I needed to grow that part of me, a bit of leadership, a bit of management. The team was very, very frank, very cooperative. So they just took everything very positively, which I feared initially. So it was great working with that
That's really good. That's really good. And you have always come across very well. Um,
space.
what would you say to someone who's interested in joining the team at Makeable and doesn't really know what to expect? Is there anything that you can share as someone who's on the inside, that perhaps you wish you'd known when you'd started, or just something that surprised you, perhaps that would be nice to pass on?
uh, One thing is, first thing is to not get scared, which I was initially. Like I was really nervous with what to expect and what will happen and how things will go. But thing is that whichever role a person is joining, we have enough number of resources. I think the induction is really helpful for that 1 2 weeks that the training goes on. Like makes you familiar with the product of how things are done, and you are very well equipped before you actually start working on real things in whichever I think role that is in that I can vouch for. So yeah, so just make sure that you give your best in whichever form, and there are people to back you up at all times. So yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Tamoghna. Well, hey, from our side, it's been so cool having you on the team, and we wish you the best in everything that you do in the future, which is going to be amazing. We have no doubt. Uh, so thanks, Tamoghna. Take care. Bye.